In this video, we'll look at two sections that will play a large part when it comes to creating the sound characteristics of a drum kit, or pieces of drum kit, the mallet and membrane. The mallet section allows you to alter the simulation of how a mallet or drumstick affects the sound produced by a drum kit. There are only a small number of controls for this simulation. The first is the amplitude setting. As you can hear, as I increase the levels of the amplitude control, the sample will appear louder. But not only does it appear louder, it also appears to have more of a snap to the transients, as the amplitude parameter simulates how hard the drum was hit by the stick. So larger values will have more of the characteristics of a drum head being hit hard, while lower values will give more of a softer hit sound. The decay parameters will alter how long the drum sound will ring after the drum head was struck. Larger values will make the drum sound to have a longer decay time, whereas lower values will make the decay times shorter. The label for the noise control can be a tad misleading. This parameter is used to simulate the sound of brushes and mallets as opposed to a drum stick. Sticks often produce more in terms of amplitude in the lower frequencies than, say, brushes. By increasing the noise level, you are essentially attenuating the lower frequencies, which produce the brush or mallet type stimulation. The noise retrig is used to determine the tonal characteristics of the noise level. If this option is selected, then tonal characteristics remain the same each time the sample is played or triggered. Use the noise phase parameter to set the noise tonal characteristic. If the retrig option is left unchecked, then the tonal characteristics of the noise will be random while the sample is being played. The next section we'll look at is the membrane section. This section is used to alter the simulation of the skin that makes up the drum head. The decay parameter will control the decay of the sample, but not so much the decay of the sample itself, but the decay of the simulated membrane of the drum. Some skins will have a different frequency response than others. Some may have more lower frequencies than others, and some may have more high frequencies. You can use the cutoff parameter to alter the frequency response of the simulated skin. Drummers will often adjust the tension of the drum head to achieve the desired pitch of each piece in the kit. This can be simulated in Drumaxx using the tension parameter. As you increase this parameter, the emulated tension increases. Increased tension will make the pitch of the drum sound higher, while lower tensions will lower the emulated pitch. Another thing drummers will often do is strike different areas of the drum to change its sound. For example, hitting the snare closer to the rim will produce a sharper sound with a higher pitch and shorter decay than if the same snare was struck in the dead center. Again, this can be emulated in Drumaxx using the phase parameter. Increasing the phase value will give you more and more of a drum that is higher, tighter in sound, as if the drum was being hit closer to the edge. The material parameter will control the emulated brightness of the material used on the drum skin. Increase this value will result in a brighter sounding skin, where, of course, lower value will result in a duller sounding skin. Using the size parameter will affect the emulated size of a drum piece, which will affect the tonal characteristics of the drum. Increasing this value will make the drum appear to be larger in size, which can often result in a lower, deeper tone. Decreasing the value will create a smaller, tighter sounding drum. One parameter that is unique to Drumaxx is the shape parameter. Typically, drum heads are round. This parameter will allow you to adjust the emulated shape of a drum, which can be used to discover some interesting sounding drums. I should add, in case you did not notice, that these controls will affect the sample of the selected pad, allowing you to fine-tune your kit piece by piece.